everybody, welcome to day 71 of Level Grinding the Daily Hustle. I am Rachel Bastarash-Bogan, and yes, Robo is behind me cleaning, and that's not just because he's Superman, it's because today we are cleaning out this closet. Yes, this lovely closet, the door is open, and we are going to go through it and figure out what's in there that we need, what's in there that we forgot about, what's in there that we actually want to keep, and what do we need to start getting rid of because we are tired of carrying it in our lives. And Robo's still underfoot while he is sweeping. What'd you think, Radar? Is your house getting all messed up again? You know, all this stuff. It's amazing what fits inside this closet.
It's a pretty big closet.
It's a very big closet. Oh, the things you keep in a closet when you live in an apartment. So while it looks like Robo is doing all of the work, I'm going to take a quick aside and explain what's in this closet. Right now, this closet is mostly full of things that we use on a fairly regular basis. Things like coats, things like bags, things like sports equipment, stuff for our bikes, stuff for our hiking, things like that. It also has a few long-term storage items like our Christmas tree ornaments, like our Christmas tree stand, and a bunch of other things. And it's largely the things that are at the top along the this thing up here, the shelf, that I'm mostly interested in because I have no clue what's up there, but that's where a lot of boxes have to go. And as you can see from all the stuff strewn all over the living room and the kitchen, there's a bunch of little stuff in here that probably could just be better organized. So I'm looking forward to doing this today and getting this finally done. It's been bugging me, and the fact that we're both here together makes it easier because we both can make decisions. Keep up with that sweeping, baby. You're looking good.
Because a lot of wasted space down here.
Well, that's just it. Like, I'd like to use the space that we have more efficiently. Like, the canner is separate from the crock pot for making soap, which is separate from all the ingredients, which is separate from... Alright, I promise, there has been progress. I know it doesn't look like it, but there has been progress. We've been able to go through a bunch of boxes, weed out just detail level stuff, but as a result, because it's small things, it's consolidating down bigger boxes into smaller boxes, which will in turn fit into things a whole lot better. One of the things that I love about organizing is trying to find space in between all the junk that you're trying to store and making space that feels open and makes it easy to feel like you actually know where you can find things. This concept comes out of Marie Kondo's book, The Magic Art of Tidying Up. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend that you read it. And she has this concept in there about how you want to have space and you want to have things that fit your life right now and fit the things that you're doing right now and give you joy. Now, obviously, there's some things that you have to keep that don't really give you joy, i.e. toilet paper, you know, laundry soap. These things don't really give joy. But the rest of the stuff that you're keeping should reflect the things that you do, the hobbies that you have, the sports that you have, and the things in your life that you want to have. And so when Robo and I do this, it gives us the opportunity to ask the question, does this fit who we are right now? Do we use this right now? Do we enjoy it? How is this going to work better? When we do this kind of a clean, you'll often hear us use the phrase, how can this be better? Is this the best way of doing this? And so I like that process. I'm a highly analytical thinker. It's what makes me really good as a video editor. So it's fun when I get to ask, is this the best way to do this? And when we just get to spend a day doing this together, it's a lot of work, but it's also just a lot of fun. But right now we're going to take a break for lunch and hopefully get some more of this done, and then we're going to go pick up some friends of ours from the airport. We have made really great progress on our closets. I'm really excited about how things are turning out. We've got a lot of nice little space now opening up. And as Gretchen Rubin likes to talk about in her book, The Happiness Project, she calls it a luxury to have open space on a closet. And I'll tell you, it really does feel like a luxury. So we're taking a break. We are going to go pick up our friends from the airport. And yeah, we shall keep going. So the Denver International Airport has this fabulous cell phone lot. It's not just a parking lot. It has a restaurant and restrooms and all this wonderful stuff for waiting people who need to pick up passengers. So we've just been hanging out here in the warmth, enjoying the yeah, the fun of just people watching while we're waiting for our friends. And they just texted us to say, hey, we're here. So we're going to go get them at the actual terminal. Robo and I are back from picking our friends up at the airport. It was really nice getting to say hello to them, welcome them home, get them home. So we are now returned. My dog wants to go outside. It's just after 5 o'clock and we are continuing on with our room organization, our closet organization. And we are making some really good progress. I love the way that things are turning out. Let me show you. So in the dark recesses of this closet, that's where our Christmas boxes are gonna go. This next big one is one with all of my old journals in it. There's a couple of things on top pertaining to my computer. And then we have our cooler, another box of my journals. I've been journaling for like 20 years, so I've got a lot of journals. Our coats. We've got all this lovely extra space for our vacuum cleaner. That's going to go right here and in this spot. And then Robo's got his tools both here and in the back. There's a box with camera gear, a box with some paper bags, some of my sewing stuff, painting supplies, and our cleaning supplies. And you see this lovely little hole right here, and this lovely little hole right here? Well, those didn't exist before. They were full of all kinds of crap, and now the crap is not there. Yay, we've reorganized well, and I have some more space. There's just a lot of other little details that need to get figured out. Pieces! You know, cleaning out closets is great, but sometimes cleaning out closets is really annoying, especially when you start getting really tired and your brain starts losing the ability to make really good decisions. So that's when you put things down and you say, I'm going to work on that tomorrow when I have a fresh brain and I don't get rid of something that I actually probably didn't want to get rid of. But this has been a really interesting experience for the past, oh good grief, probably the past hour and a half. I've been going through a really big stack of photos from high school and from just like other things that have been collected over the years. And it was really interesting. I went through and just like consolidated out bad photos that I have no clue what they were anymore and duplicates that I don't need because back in high school, you always ordered duplicates. Why did you always order duplicates? It completely doubled the size of the stack. But yeah, just going through this was a really interesting experience. And the big reason that it was interesting was just, you know, finding pictures like this of when I was 2 years old. Yes, once a nerd, always a nerd. But you know, just looking at things, seeing the moments that I documented throughout life, things that are, you know, bad pictures, things that are moments from around the house that I grew up, places that we went to and places that we visited, things that we did, like when I used to dance in St. Patrick's Day parades. Just stuff like this, the moments that you kind of forget about, but they are the moments that make up your life. Like when we got a cow and got our first baby calf. When I went dancing with friends of mine. Things like this. These are all important memories. And going through this stack of photos was a really interesting experience because sometimes you feel like, you know, am I really doing what I'm supposed to do? Am I doing the things that I want to do with my life? And then you start looking back at the past and you start seeing the things that, one, you used to do in pictures, or the type of things that you used to take in your pictures. What were the people that you gravitated toward? What were the type of things that you liked to do? And what did you say about it? Like, what stories did you tell with your camera when you were snapping these pictures? And for me, this was really the interesting experience because this has confirmed that, yes, for a very long time, I have been a storyteller. And also, apparently, I cannot put pictures right side up. Oh, look. There's me. At Easter. A million years ago. I'm the one in the pink hat in the middle. Now that I've gone through all those photographs and reminisced a little bit, it is now time to go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We're going to still kick around here in the house, finish up this closet project, take a look at what else is there to do on the to-do list. I don't really remember where we're at. We've gotten so many things done this week. It's been really, really nice. But this whole going through closets thing has been a really cool experience today, just being reminded of being able to say, what do I want in my life? How do I want my life to work? And what is the best way possible to get there? And the interesting thing about going through my photographs is that it reminded me of another thing as well. Sometimes when you go through stuff, you are reminded of who you were in the past. Now, sometimes this is going to be a really painful thing, but sometimes it's also a really good indicator telling you where you're supposed to be in your life. What are the things that you're supposed to be doing? Often who we are is decided when we're in childhood. The things that we like, the things that we do, we're already doing them by the time we're 6, 7, 8 years old. And when we're able to get back to those things as an adult, we're generally the most happy. You know, your calling, if you will, the thing that you're supposed to do with your life, is often the thing that you've always graduated toward, all the things that you've ever been drawn toward. That's usually a pretty good hint at what you're supposed to do. Going back through my photographs tonight, I was reminded that yes, indeed, I am a storyteller. I have been documenting my life in some form or fashion since I was a kid. I have 2 giant boxes of journals sitting in my closet. I've got stacks of photographs. That 5-inch stack that I showed you is not even all of them. I've got more in the closet that are waiting to be gone through. And you know, now I'm doing this daily video blog, and as crazy as it might seem that I'm doing a daily video blog, I really see it as an extension of all those things that I've been doing ever since I was a kid. Sometimes your destiny is not something that you find when you're looking forward into the future and projecting who you want to be. Often you find it when you look behind you and see everything that you've been doing the whole way up. So, this is the end of today's video. I will see you all tomorrow for day 72. Again, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If there is something that you have found by looking back in your past, an idea or a thought or a hint as to who you're supposed to be, and you thought it was really cool to share, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to read your stories. And if you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Today is just a taste of the things that I tend to share almost every day. Some days are more boring than others, about how to go about life, how to go after the things that you want, and how to succeed and go where you want to go. Blah, blah, blah. I can't even get my tagline right tonight, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Ciao.